Okay, so next step, what we're going to do is start building the relationship between the different objects. And for that, let's just take a look at what kind of associations exist in docs.sequel.js. If you go to associations, you'll see that like we can very easily build one-to-one associations and one-to-many associations and belongs to many kind of associations. Now, of course, the simple stuff that we have is, for example, every comment is like going to be inside the articles. So we're gonna have like, of course, comments dot belongs to articles, and articles dot has many comments. Now, usually when we write these two lines, both of these lines do the same job. Only thing is when I write comments dot belongs to articles means that the article object becomes available inside comments. And if I write like this articles dot has many comments, then it means that when I fetch articles, then an array of comments is available. So the SQL layer, both of them result in the same operation, that is an article ID column would be added into the comment, which would be a foreign key to article.id. But this is just about the object layer in the ORM, is whether we will see an article object inside a comment object or whether we will see a comment array inside an article object. Writing both lines means that both features would be available to us. So that's about comments. Comment is supposed to have an author as well. So yeah, so we're going to do comments dot belongs to users, and users dot has many comments. Now when we're making relationships like this, we can usually define like if the user is supposed to be called something like author, we can do that. So when we're doing like a one-to-many relationship, we can define like user and project, and we can write something like as here. uh, the as kind of field is also very useful, so I can write like comments dot belongs to users, and user dot has many comments, and we can write like user dot has many comments as author. And then we would have certain things like we have this thing inside an article called, when we fetch an article, that we get that whether it is favorited or not. So a user should be able to favorite an article, and I mean this kind of relationship is again going to be a one is to many relationship. So we can do like, we can create a model like this. So if I talk about the relationship between article and users, what's going to be is like the same user can favorite multiple articles, and one article can be favorited by multiple users. So we need a many-to-many relationship, and many-to-many relationships cannot be done using only two tables. We would need something like a mapping table. So if I have belongs to many relationships are done through a table like this, as it is shown, like through a user project kind of a table like that. So we can or we can like build our own table and create two one is to many relationships on each side, which is going to map to a many to many relationship. So I think I can write like project belongs to many user belongs to many project through user project like this. So we can do this articles dot belongs to many um, article node belongs to many users through favorites, something like this. Okay, and users dot belongs to many articles favorites. Okay, and then we need something similar for followers as well, like a user can follow multiple other users. So we're gonna do a self-referencing relationship later on, but right now we do have this article and user relationship via favorites, so that we can, like, when we're showing an object, we can show how many people have favorited it, and like whether I have favorited it or not, and we can like show that. And also we need the comment and author kind of a uh, tag, so we need to do the same thing for articles. So articles belongs to user as author, and user has many articles. Okay, this is basically like what my relationships are going to be like in this case. And I'm going to then finally export everything from here. I'm going to do model.exports equal to, I'm going to export the db, then I'm going to export users, articles, comments, and I think that's it. You use articles and comments, yeah. So I export all of that stuff. And oh, I need to write tags as well. So I'm gonna have const tags equal to db dot define tag. So I'm gonna have tag is gonna have like a name is gonna be of type sequelize dot string, and it's gonna be the primary key as well. Okay, so we're gonna have like a tag to article relationship, pretty similar. So like one article can have multiple tags, and one tag could be applied to multiple articles. So we would have something like um, articles dot belongs to many tags through article tags, something like this. And similarly, let's do the reverse of this. So tags belongs to many articles via article tags. Okay, so yeah, I think that makes all our relationships ready. I'm gonna export all that stuff from here, and then we need to make sure that like our db has been set up properly before we start our server. So what thing we can do in our server.js is write this, that const db equal to require dot slash models. Yep. And we can do this thing db dot sync. Okay, db dot sync, and after sync has ended dot then, in that case, in then we are gonna do this app dot listen part, and then we might have some error. And if we do have some error, in that case, of course, we cannot start the server, so we'll just print the error in that case. Okay, so yeah, this would create our db and then start our server. So if I run this, oh, so I think think I have to write it. Oh, I think the aliases cannot be like, you can't use the same one twice. So use articles belong to, and we'll write like this again for this case. So I think this should start our user. Yeah, it starts our server. And all the tables are created, so we can actually like open like MySQL in our terminal, like use this database. This current database is, what's it, real world DB. Show tables. So we have these tables. We can do like describe commands. So commands has ID, body, created at, article slug, author, username, like that stuff. Okay, so like, and we can have, I don't know what, describe something else, articles. So articles has this kind of description. So tables are created perfectly fine. So model layer is done, I think, for now. Now we're gonna build the controller layer in the next video. Okay.